Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EGF Season 5. What are we now? Week number 7? Crazy. It has gone very, very fast, but we're here for the first game of the day, which will be the Bisons versus the Tribe. Howard versus William and Mary. George Overton, as always, joined by the mustache-wearing Matty Aho. How are you doing this week, fine gentlemen?
Yes, doing very well. Yeah, all for a good cause. So yeah, growing it out, and yeah, it'll be gone by the end of the month. So yeah, like you said, week 7 already. So we're almost at the midway break, I believe, aren't we? Is it one more week or 2 more weeks, and we're done for a month or two. So yeah, the season's swiftly moving on. Yeah, Howard playing again tonight. They've been an unstoppable force so far. William and Mary, they've been around for a few seasons. They've got the experience. Hopefully, they can maybe put an end to that winning streak for Howard. But they'll be looking to keep it rolling and yeah, keep sitting pretty at the top of the table.
Yeah, they will be hoping so, but to do that today, they're going to have to go through William and Mary, one of the true tried and tested teams here in EGF. They are, like we've said so many times, so experienced. They've got, you know, it's just all about that experience, really, isn't it? It's not really much more you can say. They've had rough seasons, but this season they're doing well. They're about midway in the pack right now, and I'm sure they'll be hoping to try and take some points away from Howard. Well, we've got Real Madrid versus Real Madrid to open things off, and it is going to be William and Mary in the white home kit, and it will be Howard in the away Real Madrid kit, so in the black or navy kit, whichever one you want to say. But there you go, Matt. Now you know.
Yeah, it's always awkward when you go into a game and both teams or both players have chosen the same team because it's more difficult to say who is who. So yeah, we shall see. It is that typical choice of Real Madrid versus Real Madrid, and yeah, let's see how it goes. See if Howard can continue their winning run. Let's see if William and Mary can put a stop to it.
Let's see. William and Mary, they always start off quite quickly. They always have come out of the gates bursting out of them. But we'll have to see, because Howard, they like to control the play. They like to find the overlaps. They like to find the extra passes, and almost there. Good run through Jude Bellingham, but Modric couldn't quite find him. So, yeah, we're getting very close to that winter break where everybody goes away, takes a couple of months off, and we can take a little bit of a breather because, it's been an exciting season so far. There's been plenty of action. Rudiger, good interception, plays it back to Courtois. Nice and easy.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a season, really, because, again, as we've had sort of less competitors than some of the other previous years, that, these players are coming up against each other quite thick and fast. It's almost like the smaller leagues, like the Scottish League, for example, where teams play each other like 3 times throughout the season. So, yeah, a little bit like that here. And, yeah, we're going to start to see a really good league table after the next week or two once we get into that mid-season break, because then we'll have a chance to see who is sitting where, out of the 5 teams at the halfway stage. And, yeah, like you say, they'll get a bit of time off, maybe can get some more practice in over those 2 months off over the holiday season. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and we'll probably see a couple of patches come out as well in that time. So any teams that, maybe there are a couple of teams that are struggling to get involved with the meta, maybe they'll start to feel it once those come through. But there's a chance for Vinny now. Plenty of defenders in the box trying to block his path, and you can see what the game plan is here. Twist and turn and trying to find a pass into one of the middle players. Rodrigo is there and open, but swarmed away by the Real Madrid defence. Howard defending strong. It's like a fort at the moment.
It is, yeah. It's like 7 players back. A little flick up from Valverde there. Yeah, it's almost like a defence versus attack here, and it's yeah, maybe they're going to wriggle through. You can see all the twisting and turning, like you say, and maybe just looking for that little cut back at the byline to see if they can get that into the player in the middle. You've obviously got Rodrigo and Vinny Jr. up there.
Ooh,
Valverde's there as well, and Rudiger once again with a great interception. He's he's an absolutely solid choice, isn't he?
Yeah, he is such a great defender, absolutely rapid, able to catch up to Vinny Jr. here. Nice little reverse elastico. Oh, sorry, just a regular elastico, but couldn't get through the defence there. And yeah, you got to feel like it's going to come down to who can open up the defence first. William and Mary, they're getting a bit more of the ball in the opening 20. They've had a chance to see what they can bring to the table, but nothing as of yet. Struggling to get it out from defence, and Howard picked the ball back up. That's a nice ball through to Tucci. Of all people, takes the strike on. That's a penalty. Geordie, oh, not Geordie Alaba. It is David Alaba with the
I think it's
this time
just
tackle.
going to be a yellow as well. It's I do think they've patched the I think they've patched the slide tackles recently. It's a lovely penalty into the top corner. There we go. Beautifully tucked home. A little bit against the run of play there, actually, I would say. But yeah, potential red card there, and I do think, you know, previously, before one or two of the patches, they were given as red cards, and now not so much. Just seem to be yellows, which is better, because you know, you see those last ditch slide tackles coming in, and they were always getting sent off as a lovely cutback. What a block from Ferland Mendy! It's a beautiful slide tackle there. You know, that is a very common feature of EAFC, is that get to the byline and cut back into the middle.
Oh, that's a lovely ball from Vinny Jr. just to let Rodrigo run onto it, and now's a chance for William and Mary to bring it level, and he finishes. It is Rodrigo providing the goal. Vinicius Jr. with the assist, and William and Mary were all level. Only a few seconds that Howard had the lead, and yeah, you know, just to go back to what you were saying about the red cards from the penalties, it's a little bit more true to real life. If it's the last man, you know, and it's a goal scoring opportunity, it would be a yellow card in real life. It's a penalty. If it's outside of the box and it's the last man, obviously a red. So yeah, it's definitely a welcomed change.
Yeah, because I think, you know, at one stage of EAFC, especially in the first couple of weeks, that it was very, very poor in terms of how often you could give away straight red cards and penalties, just even from sort of shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. You didn't even need to slide. So, yeah, it is a welcome change, like you say, and hopefully, you know, most teams will be able to keep 11 men on the pitch now, or 11 men and women on the pitch at any one time. I think actually for this, we're just using the men's sides anyway. We're not obviously playing in Ultimate Team, so just all men on this one. But, yeah. It's good to see. It is a welcome change.
The players, they can use the female teams if they want to. I'm pretty sure you can do men's versus women's now. Vinicius Jr. Oh, that's lovely. Absolutely lovely bit of skill, but no finish at the end of it. Just lacked that composure to drill it into the back of the net. Such good, well, it was ball rolls and close control dribbling. Might get another chance to hit through to go a massive tackle.
He does put in some strong challenges, that man, and yeah, at both ends of the pitch now, with obviously Real Madrid v Real Madrid, and yeah, I would like to see the teams maybe mix it up a little bit, because I mean, they're allowed to choose who they want, obviously, but it is, you know, it's the same Real Madrid versus Real Madrid most weeks, but I suppose they are just pretty much just a clear and obvious choice, aren't they, this year?
Yeah, definitely. That is true. They have so much pace everywhere, and Rodrigo whips it in. Courtois with the save. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do see a few Barcelonas, we see a few PSGs every now and again, but it is 90% of the time Real Madrid versus Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's Diego, isn't it, normally, who goes with Barcelona, actually, so maybe we'll see him choose Barca in a bit, but yeah, Real Madrid, obvious choice. Going in at half-time then, and, you know, this game is very finely balanced at the moment, not an awful lot in it between the two sides. What do you reckon? Second half, are we going to see the same sort of cagey affair, trying to get to the byline and cut back, or are we going to see someone get a little bit more expressive?
Well, I hope we see a little bit more, you know, through the middle of the park football, but we don't really see it very often this year, and you can see with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation, usually players like to get it out wide. They like to spread Rodrigo out wide, get Bellingham in the middle, get Vinny in the middle, and then pass it in. Obviously, Modric and Valverde probably set to stay on the edge of the box. No, they're just on balance. So, yeah, you know, we could see a little bit more of that, but I highly doubt it. I think they're probably going to stick to the whole get it down the wing. That's what we see so often this year, and you know, I highly doubt it's going to change at the a different half, but you never know. You never know. We'll have to wait and see as the half-time whistle, or sorry, the second half whistle to start the second half has come, and we are ready to go. William and Mary, they levelled it up moments after Howard scored their penalty, but they've yet to score another one. Who's going to get the first goal of the half? Could well be Valverde. No! Just wide of the post, and that could have been the goal to put Howard back ahead.
Yeah, missed what surely should have been just an absolute sitter, really. Should have just been straight tucked home, but it wasn't. Maybe the goalkeeper did just about enough to put the striker off, and Yeah, like we've said in previous weeks, the only negative with Real Madrid as a choice is they don't have that clinical striker, really, do they? They've got, Rodrigo, Vini Jr., who are decent finishers, but, they're missing that player. Like, they used to have Benzema. Maybe they'll get Mbappe in the near future. That's an option for them, but we shall have to wait and see. If they get Mbappe, I think next season is just going to be Real Madrid every single game.
Yeah, probably. Vinny Jr. with a chance, though, stops it right dead on that byline. Looks to drill it in. Courtois gets down and makes a save. William Mary almost there, very close, but sending the defenders flying forward. Vinny Jr. with a chance to break. It is Militao trying to stop him. Can he get past the Brazilian? No. Good strong tackle from William and Mary, and they will win the ball back. But I was speaking to my housemate actually about it, and we can talk. Oh, there's a chance for Vinny Jr. Broken one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper movement. Where's he going? He's going down the chippy. He doesn't know where he is, but that is a fantastic goal for William and Mary. I mean, you've got to say, absolutely gifted. 2 goals to 1.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, where you move the goalkeeper and hope your opponent's going to take the shot. But yeah, really, really good patience from William and Mary there. Just took an extra touch or two, took it a few steps closer, and yeah, by then the goalkeeper's moved 3 or 4 yards out of the goal, and yeah, it really was just a case of tucking it home at the near post. And yeah, really good finish. 2-1. This is definitely starting to look like a very solid end-to-end game right now.
William and Mary still coming forward. They're looking for a 3rd goal. Rodrigo goes down. I think it was just a slip of the footing. But just to go back to my previous point, do Real Madrid really need a striker right now? I mean, obviously they'll want to buy one. Apparently they're not going for Mbappe because of his age, and they want to go for somebody a bit younger, which in my opinion is a bit crazy. But when you've got Jude Bellingham scoring the amount of goals he is, do they really need to panic buy a striker right now? I personally don't think so.
In real life, just think of their team though. Like, if they had that clinical striker, the amount of goals they could get. I mean, I'm surprised maybe even like Harry Kane wouldn't have been an option for them as well. But
that's a red maybe.
It's a dangerous challenge there. Yeah, it's another yellow card there. I think the yellow card was for Howard actually, wasn't it, for the penalty? So
yes.
Yeah, referee dishing out a couple of cards in this game though. So got to be careful.
Tackles are flying in left and right at the moment. It's starting to feel more and more like a grudge match as we go on. Bellingham receives the ball. Militao trying to get to him, and yeah, that strength battle is one that Militao should win 9 times out of 10. As we approach the 70th minute mark, William and Mary still with just a 1-goal lead. They'll be happy, but they'll definitely want to get another one going into the next leg if they can. Jude Bellingham takes a shot on.
It's going to be a pen.
Is that a pen?
Yeah, big slide. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was.
Just a foul, bringing it back for the yellow card on a previous offence from Rodrigo, it would seem, who is now cutting inside the box. Looks to find Vinny, but can't quite.
I tell you what, this is an absolutely brilliant game for William and Mary. They are really taking the fight to Howard University, who we said, Howard have been on a crazy winning streak at the moment. They just seem unbeatable, but at the moment, William and Mary looking like a team that could put a bit of a dent in their form. And you've got to say, it's been a really tight game, but I do think William and Mary have just about edged it.
Oh, chance, Bellingham! 2-2. Howard, just like that, at the snap of the fingers, finds the equaliser. Lovely goal from Bellingham. Lovely ball played through. I think it was from Luka Modric. And, well, that is as quickly as a 1-goal lead can disappear into nothing.
Yeah, just as I was saying how William and Mary deserved their 1-goal advantage, they then go and concede. So, yeah, just like that. Just like that. And do you know what a game this has been though. And going back on what you said earlier, actually, it does feel like a bit of a grudge match. There's tackles flying in absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, the Tribe though are going to want to hold on. The better pass might have been to Rodrigo there. Looked like he was going to get through that little gap with his pace. Had a Militao with a heavy touch, not going to be punished on it this time. Rodrigo, plenty of players running forward in space. Bellingham with a great run if they can find him. Might be offside, will be. That was just slightly mistimed.
Yeah, very tight there again, and it was a lovely through ball once again. This match is honestly just finely poised at the moment. 2-2, there's a chance maybe, but Alaba's got just enough pace. And I guess that's the thing, when it is, Real Madrid v Real Madrid, both players using exactly the same teams, the lineups don't really change that much. Formations don't change too much. There's a lovely little reverse ball there. Rodrigo's going to get shot off, but Courtois absolutely out there to smother it. Bellingham with a lovely ball into Modric. Mendy, who's lurking on the edge. It's Tchouaméni. Maybe not the man you want out there, but nothing doing this time.
No, nothing to be seen. Over the top ball by Bellingham. Not really going to be hitting any of the ideal targets. And now Ferland Mendy down the left-hand side being pressured. Gets past one. And Valverde comes in to make the challenge. So as we come into the final few minutes, I feel like there could be a goal lurking. I feel like there could be one final chance. Which way it goes, well, that's up to interpretation. That's up to debate.
Yeah, nobody knows at the moment. It's a pretty tight game. Tight into the first leg. Maybe coming up to the very last chance of the game as we approach stoppage time here. And Rudiger's going to look to clear it and it goes out. And yeah, we're going to be into added time here. Will we see one last chance?
Last chance.
1 minute added on.
Oh, that could even be a red card there. Needs to be careful. Vinny twist and turn and still just trying to find that golden opportunity to put the ball in the middle. And it will be cleared away. Unfortunately, unable to capitalise on that last chance. But there's still the whole second leg to go. This one, note, finishes William & Mary 2, Howard University 2. A very, very close contested game, Matt.
Yeah, really, really good game there. Just trying to see if any of the stats popped up there as well. But yeah, really even game. Penalty for William & Mary, wasn't it, as well, to start the game off, really. So, you know, really, really tight game. I'm just looking as the guys are coming out of the game, if any of the stats would pop up on screen there in-game, but not to be shown. And no, really, really close game. 2-2, probably a fair result, to be honest. Be interesting to see if anyone changes team. Are they going to go Real Madrid v Real Madrid again? Or will we see a slight change? I imagine we'll stay the same. But yeah, 2-2, William & Mary edging in front, I think, twice, didn't they? And they didn't hold the lead for too long each time. But, you know, we've said before, Howard have been this unstoppable force this season. But William & Mary are definitely up for the fight this evening.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, that equaliser was lovely off the back of that penalty. And then the second goal to take the lead was very nice. But Howard, well, they're resilient. They're showing that they definitely have that champion spirit. We'll have to find out if they can do that in game number 2, as we're going to throw it to a very little break before we get into that game. So we'll see you in a couple of moments. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC season number 5. We're here for the second leg of William & Mary versus Howard University. Currently 2-2 on aggregate, and we're back in for Real Madrid versus Real Madrid. Same teams are in the same kits, William & Mary in the white, Howard in the navy kit, and Luka Modric with an absolutely fantastic turning volley to bring us open on the levelling 1-0 to Howard.
Yeah, just like that, before you can even really get into the introductions of who is who, they have struck early. Howard University there taking the lead in the second leg, and like you said, it is 2-2 from the first leg, so now 3-2 to Howard. And again, they are looking to continue their winning streak, keep up their good run of form, and they're looking like doing that now. And they've definitely started this second leg on the front foot.
Yeah, there's been a change of player for Howard, so we are seeing a little bit of a different game plan already. Seeing a lot more possession play, less rushed, looking to spread the play. And look how narrow that defence is. Rodrigo with a shot, Courtois with a save. Literally, they're all within about a metre of each other, the back four. I don't know what their width is on, but holy moly.
It is narrow. It's very narrow, but maybe that's what they're trying, you know, force your opponent out wide. I know that this year, not many people opt to cross the ball in. Again, Real Madrid, we spoke about their kind of attacking threats. They don't really have any height up front, so not really any danger of crosses being headed down by the likes of Rodrigo or Vinny Jr. So yeah, maybe just looking to force them out wide and hoping to defend through the middle.
Modric, Rodrigo now takes a couple of touches, Thinks about the pass back to Rodrigo, but can't quite make it happen. And now this is where we need to see William and Mary come up with something decent. The manual pass through there, not really going to be doing too much. Well defended by Howard.
Yeah, at the moment, Howard looking pretty strong in the second leg, actually. They've really kind of taken the fight to William and Mary, and maybe William and Mary just need a little bit of a adjustment period here, just to settle down, have a little bit of possession, and see if they can find their way back in, because, you know, after the first leg, they definitely deserve to be in this fight.
That's how we opened the game up, though, in game one. It was Howard coming forward with the ball, and then William and Mary just took a little minute to calm things down, hold on to the ball a little bit. Maybe even a little bit of frustration can creep in for Howard. We'll have to see. Jude Bellingham turns off the two defenders that are being forced to press onto him, and a loose pass there will mean that Howard look to come forward once again. They've got plenty of room out wide for Valverde if they can find him. They're just looking to bring things through, and yeah, we'll have to see, because Howard, yeah, they're definitely playing a more methodical approach here.
Yeah, definitely a lot slower and a lot less rush, like you say. They're passing it around really, really well. Maybe the narrow defensive William and Mary has helped. The through ball there almost finding the player. Maybe a lofted through ball might have been the choice there, but even so, another half a chance goes begging. We'll have to see, can they produce anything, William and Mary? There's only a goal in it, so they've got plenty of time. Maybe just heard me there, opt for the lofted through ball this time, but unfortunately, maybe not the right position for that one. But yeah, they're looking to get the ball forward, but at the moment, William and Mary maybe just rushing it a little bit. Obviously, know they're 1-0 down. They're kind of chasing the game a little bit here.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to get back into this one soon. Rodrigo twisting and turning. Little fake shot drag, but didn't really work there. And William and Mary back on the ball again. And just need to see a less of these 1 in 100 passes. Just need to hold on to the ball a little bit more. You know, find these guaranteed opportunity. Well, not guaranteed. You can still play a little bit more risky, but just need to tighten up some of the passing in the attacking areas. Rodrigo now with half a chance as always, but like Matt always says, goes a begging.
And it does, goes begging once again, and you can see there's quite a high line being played actually by Howard University. I don't know if they were doing an offside trap there or not, but they do seem to have their Real Madrid defence quite high up towards the halfway line when William and Mary win the ball back. So Howard maybe have to look to see if they can exploit any passes in behind, but at the moment, they do win the ball back here quite high up the pitch, and got Valverde maybe with a slight chance, but just backing off. And look how many players are. Again, it's actually really narrow as well from the Howard University defence.
Yeah, you'd almost want to be playing that. You'd almost want to set Mendy, or is it Alaba down on the right? I think it might be Alaba by the looks of things. I'm not too sure if I'm honest. You want to set him on to overlap run really, because look at the amount of space he would have if he was.
Yeah, you got Alaba on the top there on the left-hand side. I'm guessing you got Mendy probably playing right back. But all this, I mean, William and Mary having a lot of possession, but they kind of get towards the final third and then just turn around and go backwards. Maybe we'll see here, though. Very patient build-up. Bellingham's got half a chance, looks for a cut back, but once again, it's kind of an obvious pass when you get into that position, and just got to try and mix things up a little bit, be a little bit more unpredictable in that situation.
Valverde goes one-on-one with Alaba, and yeah, he wins that battle. Gets it back to Courtois nice and safely. Modric now sees the run through, but when that defence is run up, Vinny's done very well to win the ball back there over Militao. Now, can he find someone in the middle? A little bit unfortunate. Could have maybe thrown a ball roll or something in there to get away from the defender, but not this time. As the half-time whistle blows, it's definitely been a vast contrast to the first leg, but Howard going to be winning 1-0 at the half-time break. So that is 3-2 on aggregate. William and Mary still in this game, but they need to make a few changes tactically, I think, in the second half.
Yeah, they've been good in possession, but they haven't really produced any clear-cut chances, have they, so far? It's, Howard deserved the early leads. They came out all guns blazing again like they did in the first leg. We might be seeing a change in controller settings. Maybe that's a problem for one of the teams there. But yeah, William and Mary they're going to have to come out and chase it a little bit. And I think, like you said, the option for the overlap could really be on in this lineup.
Yeah, really good. I think, set Tuchemeni to stay back, don't come forward, make him play just in front of those two centre backs. You let the left back and right back come forward, let him join the attack, try and spread that defence a little bit more, or at least free up the midfield a little bit more, because right now all that's happening is Modric and Tuchemeni are just sitting off that back four, and it is creating absolute chaos to move that ball through to the attackers. So we definitely need to see some not overload ball side, some left and right back attacking, because I feel like that would definitely open up the game for William and Mary.
Yeah, I think it would, and that does kind of suit the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as well. If you have players on the overlap, because you don't have much width in that formation at the best of times, and they are the players that are going to be able to get forward unless you get your attackers on drift wide and long hit and hope cross, really. And we know that crossing not really the most favourable way of going forward, and there's a good long shot there. Courtois equal to it though, and first real chance on goal there for William and Mary.
Needed to be a power shot for me there. I know he was going to be enclosed out, but don't see those ones go in too often, especially not with, base guard Eder Militao doing very well there. Oh, the ball through to Rodrigo. Can he get away from the defenders? Can he find a pass? Oh, that's a really awkward angle. Oh. Valverde takes a shot on. Courtois will make the save. Good opportunity for William and Mary there. Now they've got a corner.
Yeah, almost found its way. Well, I mean, it did find its way through in the end. I don't actually know if the pass was aimed for Valverde, but he got it in the end. And chance of Bellingham with the finesse shot, gets it stuck under his feet a little, and the corner is shut out. And we're going to see Mendy start an attack here. And Howard, you've got to feel that the next goal is absolutely vital here. If Howard get it, it's probably game over at this stage, this late on into the game. And you can see here the possession, only 30% at the moment for Howard in the last few minutes. So, William and Mary really doing well at keeping the ball, but they just need to do something with it.
Yeah, they need to find a way to break down this defence. They've had chances. They've had a few chances recently, especially in the second half. We saw that really nice ball out wide to Valverde. I don't think anybody really predicted that happening. But they do lose the ball there. Vinny Jr. wins it back in an advanced position. Can something happen now? Looks for Valverde. Finds him. Has to go back to Mendy though. Not many options. Goes for a hit and hope pass. Finds Valverde somehow. Tuchemeni. Need to start moving the ball a little bit faster if you're William and Mary, but they do lose possession. And now Howard through Vinny Jr. You've got to favour him in these kind of positions. Cuts back all the way to Bellingham. Gets a bit of space. Courtois with a massive save to keep William and Mary in it.
Yeah, I think like you said, they've just got to move the ball quicker, because the longer they take, the defence just gets organised, gets its shape. There's basically no way through at the moment for William and Mary. They're having plenty of the ball in and around the box at the other end, but they're just unable to get through at all. And look at this patient build-up again here from Howard University, twisting and turning, trying to wriggle through. But you've got to be honest, both defences have been stood up well here, and just the one goal really early on, there's a chance the ball gets through, and Rodrigo just unable to get there.
Yeah, always running away from him there. So unfortunate. Didn't really predict that the defender would scuff his clearance. Chance though, Rodrigo looking to cut inside, a little bit of an awkward touch all the way to, oh my word, he's missed the target. You've got to be hitting the target from there, especially if you open up your body, to put it into that top right hand corner. Weak foot maybe, it's just a difficult one, but still 19 minutes left on the clock, still time for William and Mary to get a goal, but maybe some changes need to come through. Vinny touches it down. Is there a pass into the middle? That's what he's looking for to Valverde. Oh, massive save from Courtois, keeping Howard in it.
Yeah, Courtois pulling off some great saves at both ends of the pitch here. The corner taking short. It's whipped in. Militao's there. And again, there's another save from Courtois. I tell you what, he's knocking on the door here. William and Mary have a chance. Another one. And a bit of a slower head of that one. And barely comfortable save, you'd like to think. But they are knocking on the door. The corner's played short. Bit of goalkeeper movement this time. Moving the keeper out to the edge of the 6-yard box. Goes all the way back to the edge. Rodrigo into Modric. To go all the way back again, though, and look, there's everybody behind the ball in that Navy. That's a lovely ball. I don't know if he would have been onside or not there, but either way, it was cut out. And once again, we're going to see Howard on the attack. You've got to feel like a goal here would absolutely crush William and Mary. They've given it away, though. The cutback, once again, too easy to read.
Yeah, too easy indeed. And now Modric can come away with the ball. Needs to try and switch the play out wide. Still going back, William and Mary. I respect the patience for sure, and it has helped them in this game a lot, but just that final killer pass eluding them right now. Can we see it? Just 10 minutes left on the clock. Modric, Vinicius Jr. Twiston looking for a ball, played over the top to Rodrigo. Alaba heads it back to Courtois, and a chance to run the clock down some more for Howard.
Yeah, you have to say Howard have actually defended really, really well, because William and Mary have had not a crazy amount of clear goal scoring opportunities. A few headers from corners and a couple of decent saves from Courtois, but I don't think there's been any way you've sort of thought, there's a 90% chance of a goal coming up. But William and Mary have definitely been knocking on the door. Had they been kind of switched on from the get-go, that early goal just proving to be the difference at the moment. 2-2 in the first leg, just 1-0 in this leg, and this game is going to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, I can feel the frustration from William and Mary here, starting to creep in a little bit with some of the passes. They're going to get another chance. Nice pass out wide to spread the play for Mendy. Whipped into the area. Bellingham's there. Alaba clears it away. Tuchemeni gets it further. And now it looks like, well, unless they win the ball back in the next couple of moments, that might be the end of the game. Well, there might even be another goal. Vinicius Jr. just holding on to it. Falls to Rodrigo kindly. Courtois with a save. They still don't win the ball back. Get it forward. Get it forward.
Last chance. You've got to just play it quickly. Oh, the referee has called full time. Oh, I don't know about that one, referee. Could have let us have one last chance there at the end. But what a contest, to be fair. What a contest to kick off the evening's games. To be honest, I thought Howard were going to carry on their win streak in a really hot fashion. But, William and Mary really stood up to the test tonight. Really unlucky. Difficult to say whether or not they deserved more out of that second leg. They were definitely knocking on the door, but I think maybe just giving it even more of a go. They had really good possession play. I just think, like you said in the first half, maybe they needed to start sending their left and right backs forward, getting that width as well. But it just wasn't to be, and Howard University do carry on their winning streak and their winning form. And it's just, another week, another win for Howard University.
Yeah, indeed. Another win for Howard, and unfortunately for William and Mary, unable to bring the points home. But it was a close one, and, it was a very entertaining game to watch for sure. That is not the only game we have coming up, though, ladies and gentlemen. We have Montana State, the Bobcats versus... Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC. We're here for the second match of the evening, Montana State versus the University of Connecticut, the Bobcats versus the Huskies. It is not going to be Real Madrid versus Real Madrid. No sir, it is not. It is going to be Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. It's going to be Montana State playing as Paris Saint-Germain, and it will be UConn playing as Barca.
Yeah, it's good to see some different teams as well, isn't it? Which is quite nice. PSG are a fairly semi-regular choice as well, I suppose. And we don't often see Barcelona. I know Diego loves choosing Barcelona. There's an early chance here, and Donnarumma with the save early on.
It's a penalty.
Oh, it has been given as a penalty. It's one of those that the shot goes off and it's saved, and you just kind of don't really pay attention to what else has gone on. You need to, and Lewandowski tucks it home. And just like that, we're 4 minutes in, and UConn have the lead through a Lewandowski penalty.
Yeah, the goal-scoring machine. He scores wherever he goes. What a beast he is. I saw a post the other day on Twitter. It was something like Prime Suarez, Benzema, Lewandowski, and Aguero, and you had to rank them. Where would you rank them?
Who is it again? Suarez, Lewandowski,
Benzema, and Aguero.
And Benzema. That is a tough one, to be honest, because Aguero was very good in the Premier League. Benzema was great. don't know where else he really played other than Madrid, though, that he was like a star-studded player scoring crazy goals. Aguero in the Prem. Lewandowski's done it in the Bundesliga and is doing it in La Liga as well. I feel like Suarez had a couple of great seasons at Liverpool, but then didn't really do too much else after that either.
Yeah. What?
It is a tough. I would say maybe Suarez at the bottom, Benzema just above, then Aguero, then Lewandowski.
Wow. That is, fair enough. Your opinion is your own opinion, Matt. I'm not gonna berate you for that. I personally would go.
I'd have Luis Suarez first.
Well, yeah, because the amount of Champions Leagues he won, of course. I think he won two, three. Then Benzema, then Lewandowski, then Aguero. Mbappe, goal, 1-1, all level pegging. That man is, well, he'll be one that we'll have to talk about a lot in the future, I'm sure, in these kind of, top 5, top 10 strikers of all time. He's definitely paving his way for that, and he is an absolute beast in FIFA. Scores the goal here, and we're all level once again.
Yeah, we are. The games tonight have been pretty close, haven't they? So far we're 16 minutes in, and it's 1-1 already as well. So might see a decent chance. We've got João Felix down the wing. He's probably someone IRL that's been a bit disappointing over his career. Big things are meant to happen for him, and he's never really gone on to kind of set the world alight, is he?
Yeah, very, very true. Soler, Nuno Mendes, UConn, one of the top teams last season, still finding their footing here in Season 5. They'll definitely want to get out and get a win today. We'll have to see if they can create anything here. João Cancelo with some good strength manages to glide past one. Kimpembe with a tackle, though, and keeps it in. Stops it going out from a corner.
Yeah, now they might look to spring an attack here as well. Every time Mbappe gets the ball forward, you've got to be very careful defensively. That electrifying pace. He's got the ability to pick out a little pass to a teammate around and does cut through nicely. Gets the shot away, Ter Stegen with the save. And we've always got to look for afters, haven't we, for potential penalties that sneak in like we already have in this one.
Yeah, penalties. They've been coming thick and fast today, and we'll have to be on the lookout. Kimpembe, nice little turn, but not really got very good dribbling, so unable to get back to the ball. Rafinha, though, with plenty of pace. Come on! Rafinha's definitely leaving Carlos Soler in the dust. Let's be real.
You would, yeah, you would imagine so, but I guess getting your body in there, getting the block off, did just about enough, and we're going to see can Rafinha get down the wing again. You've got Frankie de Jong to Rafinha's another decent tackle there, and Asensio tidies up, who was previously a Real Madrid man, so would be used to playing against some of these Barcelona players for sure.
Ugat, the CDM, in a bit of an advanced position, probably not where you really want him. Mbappe wins it back from Gundogan, the ex-Man City man, doing well for Barcelona. I'm pretty sure. Are they top of the table right now, Barcelona? Probably.
I don't think they are. I think it's Real Madrid and surprisingly Girona. Girona are a team that they were like a team that had recently been promoted, and they're almost like the Leicester City story where they're doing really, really well, kind of out of nowhere, really.
Drawn 1, lost 1 out of 13 games, won their last 5. 2 points clear of Real Madrid, then it's Barcelona. So it's 34, 32, 30. It's very close, but wow, yeah, that is very surprising. Girona up there. Nuno Mendes with a good tackle. João Felix trying to just glide past everybody. Wasn't happening this time, though, and well, this is a very competitive match. Both teams going at each other here, and you've got to feel a goal might come for Montana. And there it is, Kylian Mbappe, clinical as always. 2-1. Montana have the lead for the first time this game.
Yeah, the comeback has been completed. They're only a goal down, but the instant reply, and they finally managed to get another. And just like that, they get another. And we're now at 3-1. Barely even had time to talk about the first goal that Mbappe scored there, and there's another one flying in, and MSU now 2-goal advantage.
And a hat-trick for Mbappe as well, so maybe we'll start to see more teams pick up PSG after this game instead of Real Madrid. Mbappe still clearly One of the best players in the game, still clearly one of the most sought after. You got Dembele in there as well, who for some reason has 87 now in live form. Paris Saint-Germain, obviously they should do well in the French league, but yeah, it's very surprising. Mbappe running through, Koundé with a tackle, gets him this time.
Yeah, I think he's in Team of the Week, Ousmane Dembele, for Ultimate Team. So, yeah, hence why some of these ratings are very similar to those in Ultimate Team. And there we go then. 3-1 at half-time to MSU. It's been another exciting half.
Yeah, it's been a good half. It's definitely been we saw UConn come out of the gates, get an early goal. Then we saw Montana bounce back. Obviously, coming from 1-0 down all the way to 3-1 is very impressive and kept their heads in their game. You love to see it. And yeah, apart from that penalty for UConn, not really too much has happened for them.
Just look at those match ratings for Barcelona, in red. All in red. Like 5.8 was like one of the top match ratings for the Barcelona lineup there. So yeah, if you're having your whole team having a bit of an off day, I'm not sure exactly how the match ratings always get kind of generated on the game, but yeah, you can imagine that's from misplaced passes, obviously conceding 3 goals as well. So yeah, not going the right way for UConn at the moment. We'll have to see if they can G themselves up at half time. There's a 2-goal deficit. We've seen stranger things happen. We say this quite often that comebacks do happen. We've got plenty of time in EGF. We've got 2 legs, so you've just got to remain in contact in the first leg. And 2 goals is definitely an achievable scoreline for the second leg if it stays like this.
Definitely. Rafinha twisting and turning. He's got a man out wide if he wants to use him, but wins his team a corner where you'd think Barcelona should be fairly dangerous. Goalkeeper movement, no, comes out. Whether you like it or not, it's there. Probably going to stop them from going for any sort of cross into the box. No, they're going to go for it. Going to go for the shot, actually. Soler is there. Asenjo clears away. And that is going to go down as a poor corner, really, for UConn.
Yeah, corners are weird. I've seen a few different kind of corner strategies. You either whip it in and sort of near post try and get a head on it. If your opponent moves the goalkeeper, you can score direct from it. A lot of people opt for that short corner, pass it around, and pass it short, try and cross it to the back post. So there's lots of different options from corners, but they're not always as effective. Just depends who you have in your lineup, I suppose.
Yeah, very true. PSG, though, with a lot of players forward here and are quite keeping themselves quite wide, so they're dragging this defence a little bit. Valdi with the block and the interception gives it to Pedri. And yeah, a little bit of a lag with the connection as well. That could obviously cause a few issues for both teams, but you never really know whether it's how much issue it is causing. Gundogan on the ball, twisting, looking to try and find somebody, but you can see there, just controlling the one CDM, isn't really trying to control that back line too much, letting the second man press and the AI do it, but giving away to Lewandowski, who is usually clinical from those kind of ranges, forces a save from Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Yeah, you've got to be careful just trying to sit on those defenders, on the defensive midfield. You've got to be careful. You can see there's the shot from the corner, not very successful this time, but yeah, letting the AI do a lot of the work, but you've got to be careful with it, because at the moment it has been working, I suppose. So I was just remembering who was which team there for a sec. It has been working. 3-1 up, obviously, and it's difficult though, because if you haven't got the patience to run around with a central defensive midfielder, and if you don't have a solid defence, then it doesn't always pay off. But so far it has, and Barcelona, just struggling to find a way through. And you can see again there, a little spike with the ping as well. It's not ideal.
No, not ideal at all. Plenty of room out wide for Kolo Muani. Plenty of pace as well. Drives the defence with that lengthy play style. Ousmane Dembele, roulette, shot, goal. Simple as that. The defenders sit off him, give him a little bit of room. And, well, the rest is history. Montana punishing Yukon for their loose defending. And they might even look to go and get another one here.
Yeah, 4-1. It's going to be difficult to come back from here. Another chance. Dembele, good save from Ter Stegen. You've got to be careful letting anyone have a shot. But Ter Stegen, he's a decent keeper, but he hasn't really had too many chances to save some of these shots. And yeah, 4-1. It's going to be a tough one for Yukon to bring back from here.
It really is. We'll have to see if they can get a couple of goals back here in the first leg. Maybe just one would be enough to bring them back into it for the second leg. Diego will be taken over for Yukon in that game. So Diego got a pretty decent record in EGF Season 5. We'll have to see if he can pull it back. But Marco Asenjo running at the Barcelona defence, pulls it back for Dembele. Araujo stands tall and wins the ball back for his team. But still, look, the high line's being played, but does find João Felix, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You can see he tries to just run past the keeper, but unfortunately Donnarumma gets out just in time.
Yeah, Donnarumma again, really solid keeper, and he's quick off his line. He's very tall as well, so he fills up a lot of the goal. Lovely ball through to Mbappe, chance to make it 5. Well taken, and you've got to say, just been clinical today, MSU. Every time they go through, just seem to be able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, we did see a few worrying signs defensively from Yukon, seeing a lot of dragging of centre-backs out of position, which is creating gaps for the attackers to run into. And, this... I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. Felix, chance, screen time, but saved. Again, a little bit unfortunate. Maybe should have gone in. Donnarumma's been great today for Montana. Oh, look at this ping spike. 1,500. Lewandowski got a chance now. Can he find anybody in the middle? Pulls it all the way back to Pedri. Hits the post. Falls to Felix. Offside.
He's off.
Miles off.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
It came from a bit of misfortune, though. It came from the lag spike. Let's be truthful here.
Yeah, 100%. It's almost like it kind of paid out, wasn't it? Really, it's evened itself out there, and yeah, that lag spike definitely caused the opportunity to come through, and Ter Stegen with another good save. Yeah, 5-1. It's looking like a pretty difficult task here that Diego's going to have. Diego will probably pick Barcelona, so we might see the two teams match up. But yeah, like I said, Diego's got a good record, but 4 goals is going to be a tough one for him to pull back.
Yeah, definitely. We will probably see Barcelona again for Yukon. Asenjo, of all people, with the roulette, manages to get through. The free kick advantage played. And, you're winning by 5 goals. You'd want to just take a pop at it. Going to go short to Dembele. Might take a shot from there. Heel to heel. Doesn't really come off. And I don't think Lewandowski will be able to race past the halfway line in time. Referee might give a little bit of leeway. Ball goes out. Full-time whistle is blown. And that is a 5-1 victory for Montana State University.
Yeah, really comfortable. No other way around it. No other way to put it. They've looked pretty solid. The Bobcats have a 5-1 lead over the Huskies. And yeah, you said Diego was coming in for the second leg. He's going to have a difficult task on his hands. You can see there, actually, I don't know if you're still on that screen, but the Season 1 result. So Jelly has actually beaten Feneka 3 times in a row. To have that, so yeah, pretty telling sign that the results have always gone that way, and probably deservedly so.
Yeah, I mean, what can you really say about that? I don't want to say it was an outright demolition, but kind of was. It was a tough game for Feneka and Yukon, but we've got the second leg still to come, so stick around for that. We'll be back in a few moments' time with the second leg.
Smoke. This one's fuego.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC Season number 5. We're in the final leg of the evening, final game of the evening UConn versus MSU. And it is going to be the same teams, Barcelona for UConn, and Montana State going to be hitting up the PSG once again. Diego, a 4-goal deficit that he needs to try and scrape back for his team. Oh.
Yeah, not going to be an easy one, is it, to pull it back?
He's already got one.
Yeah, he's got one, so that's a good start. There's still a long way to go. We knew he was probably going to pick Barcelona. Does very much enjoy that Barcelona pick. I think he's chosen them pretty much every single time so far. Fairly high ping in this one as well, though, is not going to help. We'll have to see, though. Definitely on the attack early on, and that's exactly what he needs to do.
Colo Moani slots it through for Mbappe, and he has gotten through, but a little bit of an awkward angle. Might want to try and find a pass in the middle. Nice bit of skill to create the space for it. But yeah, can't quite wriggle round the defenders there. Did well defensively. Diego switching in for UConn. MSU still with Jellypathy, if I am correct in saying so.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It's you know, the early goal has definitely helped. It's a step in the right direction, and Diego's definitely playing on the front foot at the minute, going all-out attack and launching the ball forward once again.
Oh, Gavi. Lovely.
Somehow get the knockdown, and yeah, Gavi almost getting the goal. Donnarumma equal to it this time. I'll tell you what, if it keeps on like this, Diego's definitely got a chance.
He does. Falls out wide to Gavi once again, who knocks it back to Frankie de Jong. Lewandowski lurking at the back post, but yeah, that one's never going to beat Donnarumma. Needed a bit more loft on it if he wanted it to get through there. Mbele to Mbappe, tries to turn, but Koundé already there. João Felix to Baldi. Down on this left-hand side, building up the play nicely to Baldi once again. Plenty of plays in the middle. Lewandowski takes a poke in it, forces Donnarumma to make an awkward save. Fortunately, the defender there to get it away. Oh, and now maybe a chance for Montana to break.
There is a chance, and it's Mbappe racing through. He's got that pace. Ter Stegen with the save, and the rebound there from the save goes the way of Diego. It's a little bit fortunate with that, and yeah, at the moment, it almost seems like MSU could afford to soak up a bit of pressure and look to hit Diego on the counter-attack, but UConn very much in the ascendancy so far, having a few good chances. Chance for Balde to get down the wing again, looking for that cutback once again to João Felix, into Gavi. It's 2-0, and just like that, the gap has been halved. We are edging closer to Diego, producing the comeback of the day so far.
Young wonder kid doing his job and doing it well. 2 chances early on for Gavi, finds the second one, and now feeling like this one could be on. What is it, 5-3 on aggregate, he said?
Yeah, it was 5-1 in the first leg, so he's pulled 2 back, needs another 2 to go. Lewandowski trying to creep through, but Kimpembe equal to it. There's a header one really high up the pitch. But to be honest, I do wonder if the connection is playing a part in this game as well. Obviously, the PSG and MSU team are the ones hosting, so that will be their ping on the screen, and it is very, very high at the moment.
Yeah, it's horrible. It is absolutely... No one wants to play with this kind of ping. I mean, if I see anything less than 4 bars, I'm quitting. I'm not interested in playing in those kind of matches, especially not in champs or in rivals. But we'll have to see if it gets worse. Then obviously we'll chat to the players and see how they're doing at half time. But still, you cannot deny that UConn are on the front foot here. They're playing well, they're playing fast, and the pressure is definitely doing a good job. Rafinha, Lewandowski slots it down the left. Lovely finish from the Polish man, and that is 3 goals, and now they're just 1 away from being level pegging after being 5-1 down after the second leg. Wow, what a comeback.
Yeah, really good start here. 3 goals in 33 minutes. So, averaging a goal every 11 minutes. And I tell you what, MSU now, though, on the attack, they need a goal. They need to steady the ship a little bit here, because at the moment, they're in danger of Diego completing a comeback and then some. He's looking very strong today. Oh, and it's given away, though, at the back, and it's Mbappe. Goes round. Oh, maybe just played a little bit too much there. maybe could have just gone with a shot, but yeah, went for it, and it almost paid off, but maybe just overcooked it a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. But getting closer and closer to getting a goal here, Montana. We've had a couple of little half chances. Senjo looks to play it back to Mbappe, but João Cancelo was there, was able to read it. Nuno Mendes puts it into touch for a throw-in for UConn, who are looking to get that fourth goal, the one that will bring them level. Kolo Muani turns, gives it to Mbappe, still turning. Lovely roulette, manages to get a bit of space, but maybe the shot wasn't particularly on. Did well though. Dembele keeps it in. Asenjo, Gavi with the interception. Now they can come the other way.
Yeah, another sort of half chance there. The roulette was a good move, and we might see one more chance before the half. Nope, Nuno Mendes does well. It does feel like the connection's probably playing quite a big part in this one. MSU really up against it, unable to chain any kind of attacks together, and we may well be at half time. Maybe just needs to get the ball out of play, and just like that, it's 3-0 at half time to UConn, but it is 5-4 on aggregate to MSU. They still have that 1 goal advantage, just 45 minutes to go. You can look at the match ratings again, and yeah, it's not looking great so far for MSU, but they do have that 1 goal advantage from the first leg still.
Yeah, definitely. Just to clarify with the ping and stuff like that, UConn were having exactly the same issues in game 1 when Montana sent the invite. They're both in the same place. We switched the invites up so it was a little bit more fair on the two teams. So, we can talk about the ping and how it's playing a part. It is playing a part, but you could also say the same for Necker in game 1. That it played a part there. So unfortunately, when such a big country, isn't it, it's so difficult to get perfect ping every game. But you can see here there are lots of little changes coming through for MSU. They're trying to figure out ways to stop this Barcelona attack from getting in, and then left and right backs, they are staying back on the attack. No counter attacks to be seen, hopefully, in the second half. That's what they're hoping anyway.
Yeah, I think they've almost just got to try and shut up shop. It's difficult with the connection, obviously, but like you say, they do take it in turns to host, so it's kind of one game, one team is kind of unfortunate and has to deal with it, and then it kind of flips around. So Diego always knew that he had half a chance coming in just from being the one with the slightly better connection, and an early shot in the second half. They really could have had an early goal again. It didn't take long for him to score in the first half. Will it take long in the second? Corner is whipped in. Rafinha with the header, fairly unmarked, but it's quite a long way away. He's going to move the keeper really far at this time. Should claim it. Should have spotted that, to be honest, Diego. Should have spotted that. Could have even whipped it in under the crossbar there, but nothing doing. Donnarumma claims it, and MSU still holding on to that 1 goal advantage.
Yep, still holding on. 40 minutes on the clock. That is the countdown timer that Montana need to... Well, they need to beat that timer, don't they? They want to hold on to that lead. They want to keep that shop shut. Lewandowski just dribbling at the defence, seeing if any of them are going to pull. Lewandowski once again looking for a support and run from Rafinha, and just find him. Choosing the outside option, still hanging on to the ball. Nuno Mendes does well. Rafinha wins it back. Lewandowski into the box to João Felix with a finish. And University of Connecticut, well, they were 5-1 down on aggregate. And up steps Diego and claims a 4-goal lead and brings them back to level pegging. And you've got to feel like now the ball is all in the park of UConn. They've got to go on and score and win this one. You feel like it is definitely going their way, this game.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely with them. And there's a chance again. Diego loves using this Barcelona team. Trying to pass across. It's a really good challenge, but Lewandowski is battling away. It breaks to Gavi. Oh. He's onside, but the ball just hitting, I think it was Rafinha there. And yeah, I tell you what, MSU really haven't been at the races in this second leg. Almost was hoping that they'd done enough in the first, but it wasn't to be. Dencio looks for Dembele, and Mbappe's on the overlap. He's not going to get there though, and again, just another half chance goes begging, and you got to say, Diego, yeah, looking really strong for UConn. We're at 5-5 on aggregate now, so I don't know. It's looking like Diego could be the one to do it.
Yeah, it could very well be. And with 27 minutes on the clock, you've got to feel like there will be... Oh, Gavi, interesting pass. You've got to feel like there will be a winner before the full-time whistle is blown. Don't feel like this one will be going to golden goal, but you never know. Lovely overlap and run from Hakimi. Looks to play it into the path of Mbappe, but intercepted by Koundé. And now Gavi on the ball. Cuts inside. Ugarte is there to claim the ball. Now it's Kola Moani. Hakimi once again throws in a roulette. Manages to get past Baldi. Can he find someone in the middle? Pass to Mbappe was possibly on. Dembele finds a bit of space, but Koundé comes across in the nick of time.
Another sort of half chance goes begging again for MSU. They only need to take one. It's not necessarily next goal wins as the switch of play gets blocked, and Diego is going to make a pause, maybe looking to throw some bodies forward, I think, here, because he's definitely the man with all the momentum on his side, and MSU just looking to try and pass it out from the back, playing themselves into trouble. Maybe didn't see Gavi lurking out there. They've had a couple of half chances, but just unable to get a shot away at the moment.
Yeah. Ball played through to Ugarte. Looks to throw that roulette in there. Almost a foul. Referee, well, you know, when you do that roulette and you kind of step into a tackle, you're almost going into the defender. You're kind of, you know, forcing him to make contact with you. So no foul to be given. Dembele still on the ball. Araujo almost falls over. That would have been a Slippy G moment.
It could have been, you know. That's one thing actually they haven't added yet. Maybe they will eventually. Is an animation for players like slipping and falling over, like on the running.
We want realism.
Off the mark, yeah, ultimate realism. I mean, but it would be pretty frustrating when you concede maybe a late goal from it or something.
Lewandowski through on goal, uses his strength, uses that body posture, but cannot find the finish at the end of it. It was a tough angle. Might have been better off slowing things down a little bit. Had a little bit more time than maybe he gave himself, but either way, that is a chance that Diego will be disappointed that he missed. Is Diego even going to get this pause through? I don't know at this point.
I was just going to mention and say he's had this pause queued for quite a long time in game. You know, by the time he gets it, he might not even need it, or he may even look to switch a plan. He's got to the byline, does get a cutback, wasn't a good one. Pedri and Frankie de Jong just sort of lurking midway through the half. Gavi rolls it out wide to Rafinha, who stayed high. Nuno Mendes has a bit of strength and manages to find Kimpembe, and they play their way out from the back very nicely. Ball roll, probably the least effective skill move this year. It's had a heavy nerf this year. It was really good last year and previous years, but this year it's been absolutely dreadful. Rafinha looking to get to the byline once again.
There we go.
Wins it. And it goes for a corner, and we will see the pause come in. A lot of stamina, looking pretty low here.
Yeah, just to go back to what you said about the ball roll, you're better off just going like tapping the R1 dribbling button to kind of shift the ball over to your player's other foot, or to try and shift it in another direction. Definitely the ball roll, not the strongest year. I think the heel to ball roll is probably a better choice than the straight up ball roll. I don't know. You're not a man for skills, so I know that you probably can't comment on it, but
yeah, not massively. Yeah, the R1 dribbling is great, and I honestly think that R1 dribbling is probably the most effective when you just hold it and just kind of zigzag a little bit. Players with obviously high dribbling are great for it. Yeah, it's a tough one because that, like I say, that ball roll's been nerfed so badly. You are almost better off just holding R1 and going for a dribble. And Alimwani down the wing. Can MSU get one goal to steal the victory? We're at 5-5 on aggregate. We are into the last moments of the game. Asensio gets forward and good tackle from Christensen, and we may well be going to a third leg golden goal, and that we will.
Wow, so 5-1 in the first leg to Montana State. UConn 4, Montana State 0 in the second. And that means we will be going on to that glorious golden goal third leg. Oh my word, we haven't had one of these in a while, but it is going to be an intense game. That is for sure. It's going to be intense. Well, it could be a few minutes. It could be 90 minutes. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. And, well, the players are going to have to get into a fresh game. And we're going to have to get ready for that fresh game. So, any final words about that 4-0 win? It was a little bit unlucky, wasn't it, for Montana because of the lag. But, like we've said, both teams had to put up with it.
Yeah, I don't really know how they're gonna decide this. Whether it's a toss of a coin as to who's gonna host, because that could play the biggest part here. However, like you said, we've seen golden goals over in a matter of seconds. We very, very rarely see it go 0-0 all the way to a penalty shootout. But I guess we will wait and see.
Yeah, I think we're going to throw it to a little break before we get into that game. So, yeah, we'll speak to you guys very shortly, and we'll go straight into the golden goal final game. We'll see you very soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final game of the evening. This is a decider for the second game. It is golden goal, UConn versus MSU. First goal wins. That is how the golden goal rules work. The first team to get the ball into that net will be taking home the 3 points. And, well, Matt, our history of commentating together has been riddled with golden goals. Who's taken this one?
It's a tough one to say, and it's just going to be go, go, go. I don't want to give too much of an introduction because sometimes you've had it where we've had a goal before we've even managed to finish introducing. So we've seen a slight change in teams. We've got Real Madrid now taken to the field, and they'll be playing Barcelona. And yeah, we're going to see, can Diego find that early goal? He's looking already hunting. Really well defended though.
Yeah, well defended, and now the chance for MSU to build up an attack and try to look for that first goal. Vinny Jr. to Valverde. Rodrigo now, roulette, a bit of space, bit of time, massive save from ter Stegen. Could have been given as a penalty. We've seen him given, but a massive save from the German goalkeeper, who hasn't had the greatest of days, but a great save there.
Yeah, he's had a few decent saves, let a lot of goals in the last game, or one of the other games, didn't he, the first leg?
Yes.
And we'll see now, Araujo, not necessarily the man you want taking the ball forward. Got Rafinha up there, and yeah, a couple of early chances. I thought maybe someone might be playing a bit more hesitant in the start of this one, as it is golden goal. You don't want to make a single mistake, but if you can throw enough bodies forward, maybe you can just overwhelm your opponent and get that all-important first goal. But yeah, it's going to be a tight one, and yeah, I don't know. The momentum should be with Diego because he's just come off the back of a big win.
He's definitely going to be fancying it, isn't he? He's definitely going to be fancying his chances of getting that first goal. We haven't seen MSU score in over 90 minutes of play, over 100 now. João Cancelo plays the ball forward, Ferland Mendy intercepts, and we had to do a coin toss to decide who would host this match, and it was won by MSU. So the scoreboards are the wrong way around. It doesn't matter because obviously first goal wins, so we won't have to look at it once a goal goes in, but it is Montana State playing as Real Madrid, and it is UConn playing as Barcelona, just to clear things up.
Oh, okay, so UConn, yeah, so is Diego still...
Diego's still playing as Barcelona, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually used anybody else. He seems very comfortable with them, and he's been playing well. But this is the all-important one, just, yeah, golden goal, and I'm surprised we haven't seen a goal already, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm surprised. 16 minutes in, usually teams come flying out the gates, trying to get that first goal as early on as they can, but yeah, still haven't seen a goal yet. Who knows? Maybe it'll go all the way down to penalties. I mean, we'll be casting quite late here if that is the case, going up until probably about 1:45, but either way, I do not mind. I love a good penalty shootout.
Yeah, we haven't had any. We haven't had many penalties as such, and yeah, it's so difficult to get a penalty shootout because the two teams have to be tied over 180 minutes of football, and it's pretty tough. And Pedri gets a shot in, it's parried, and wriggling out of defence. Bit of a panic clearance there, but does get the ball away in the end, and yeah, just about surviving that one. Maybe a chance to build their own attack, but not quite doing. You know, the Real Madrid defence, we've seen it already. You know, they've got a very good defence, just lacking in that clinical striker. But can we see Rodrigo or Vinny Jr. get played through? They've got the skills, but up against the Araujo and Koundé, it's a pretty tough task to battle your way through them as well.
Yeah, definitely. Vernon Mendy got the pace to deal with that situation. Deals with it well. 25 minutes through the golden goal match, and still yet to see too many big chances. There was one, but straight down the middle of the goal. Fairly easy save for Courtois. Rodrigo playing it in the middle towards Vinny Jr. with a chance. Another big save from Stegen, stopping the Brazilian from getting that goal. Stopping, well, keeping UConn in it. MSU, they are building this attack here. They are coming forward with purpose and with poise. Valverde to Modric. Great tackle once again. UConn hanging in there.
Yeah, at the moment, it does feel like MSU are maybe the more likely to score, but all it takes is one chance. You've got Gavi bursting down the wing. He's got a little bit of pace, not much, and Rudiger is in the right place once again. And yeah, at the moment, it could be anybody's game, but Vinny Jr., he's burst down the wing. He's got Araujo chasing him, who's also got some pace. Lovely ball inside to Valverde. Can he wriggle his way through? He's twisting and turning, looking for that ball in. But again, the defence stands strong. And I'll tell you what, neither side really looking like creating any golden opportunity so far.
No, and that's what it will require. It will require a golden opportunity to get that golden goal. It needs to be a clear-cut one. It needs to be a well-manufactured one. And UConn holding on to the ball, slowing things down, finds Lewandowski, looks for the shot. Pedri! Courtois, I think that was going wide anyway, but Courtois makes sure regardless. Goalkeeper movement comes out. Valverde gets it away, but only as far as João Felix. Frankie de Jong running it down to the byline. Finds Lewandowski with a half bit of room, but the finish is so weak. Courtois with an easy save.
Yeah, good save in the end again. A bit of a panic clearance as well. Stuck it straight out, but yeah, it's...
Koundé!
On the...
What a goal from Koundé, the Frenchman, the centre-back of all people. Rifling it home for UConn. Oh my word. I mean, we've seen some crazy goals in our time, Matt, but that is probably one of the most crazy we've ever seen.
That is a ridiculous goal from a player that you would not expect to score the winning goal in a game of such magnitude. You know, we're looking for that golden goal, both teams knocking on the door, having a couple of good chances, and it falls to the edge of the box to Koundé of all players, and he absolutely rattles it home in off the woodwork. What a finish. And yeah, really, really good finish to the game. Really, you know, 6-5 on aggregate. The golden goal comes in. It took quite a long time, to be fair, as well.
It did. It took a sweet time getting there, but we got there, and wow, that goal totally did not let us down. That was a banger. What a finish. I mean, you got to say, a little bit hit and hope with Koundé. You kind of just hitting it and praying, please go top bins, and it did. But what a way to end a great day of games, Matt.
Yeah, really good. Plenty of goals. Yeah, you know, the games are pretty even. You know, there was one or two games where it was sort of like 5-1 one way, then 4-0 in the other. But, you know, overall across two legs, every game this evening was pretty tight. And yeah, I don't know if that's the first time we've seen golden goal, but it's the first in a few weeks at least.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think more than a few weeks. It's definitely been a while since we've had a goal. I don't think we've had a golden goal this season, have we? I don't think so.
Honestly, can't remember.
I can't remember. Probably last
We're
season.
7 weeks in now.
We are 7 weeks in. It's been a while. But either way, we're going to have to wait till game week number 8 to see if we get another golden goal, because that is all we have time for today. 6-5 win for Montana State. And what was the score in the other game? 3-2 to Howard University against William and Mary. Great day worth of action. That's all we have time for, though. And as always, have a lovely rest of your evening. Make sure to swing by tomorrow to catch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And we'll see you same time, same place next week. From me and Matt Hayho, good night.
See you there.